Terry McLaurin's contract should be extended soon. We already starting to see him missing time from OTAs, and of course, um, that's got people just sparked with rumors upon rumors that he's holding out, and he very well could be. But let's face it, he's going into his last year of his contract. There should be an extension. In my opinion, he is one of the faces of this franchise. He is a number one quarterback. A quarterback. I ain't gonna do that. He is a number one wide receiver, in my opinion. Now, is he the best receiver in the league? Of course not, but he is among the top receivers in the league. He has went over 1,000 yards receiving every single year of his professional career. You know, he is something that Jaden Daniels needs. Now, yeah, we picked up Deebo Samuel, but you need more than one receiver that could potentially be a number one receiver. How easy is it? Okay, you're just going to double and triple team this receiver. Yeah, you're going to leave these other guys open, but I'm not too worried about these other guys. You need a number one receiver, and Terry McLaurin is number one receiver. Now, you already have these armchair general managers out here already ready to get rid of him, said he's lost the step. I mean, the thing is, with some of these armchair general managers on social media, their idea is that after about 2 or 3 years in the league, that player's lost the step. It's time to move on from them. Basically, you need to keep people in rookie contracts all the time. You don't extend anybody. And for the love of God, please do not extend them a second time, because that means you're going to be possibly paying a player who is around 30 years old, and 30 years old is ancient. Their bodies are breaking down and all this stuff. I mean, it's ridiculous. Terry McLaurin is extremely valuable to this team, and he needs to be signed. I would be shocked. Okay, I would be extremely shocked if Adam Peters had some weird deal worked out to where Terry McLaurin got traded. Now, I trust Adam Peters knows what he's doing. So if this did happen, it better be a heck of a deal for this team. It better be bringing in like multiple game-changing players or draft picks that could, for us to be able to draft in the future for that. But I just don't see a scenario where Terry McLaurin gets traded. I don't see that. So I do think he gets extended. I really do. I think he gets extended. Yeah, we drafted McCaffrey. We got Deebo Samuel. We've got a ton of receivers on our team. Noah Brown's coming back. But none of those guys, outside of maybe Deebo Samuel, which honestly, he's more of what Curtis Samuel was supposed to have been. Terry is really the number one receiver clear out right now as it stands from what has been proven for the Washington Commanders as far as the wide receiver group. Terry is the guy. So why would you trade the guy? Doesn't make any sense to me. And at the same time, I understand you can't be married to these players and feel like that when they get drafted by this team that they need to stay here for life. I totally get that. I mean, there were a lot of really good, solid players that I enjoyed watching when they were in Washington that are now gone to other teams. I get that. I totally get that. But at the same time, I think number one, there's a lot more that goes into a player than just his athletic ability. You know, team player, leader, culture builder. Terry McLaurin is all of those things. And you don't want to lose a guy like that because he is very valuable. He brings to the table so much, not just his play on field, but he brings to the table so much. So he deserves to get extended. Now, how much? I don't know. I really don't know how much would be too much of a deal, how much would be the perfect deal. But let's get him signed. Let's get him signed so it doesn't become a distraction. Let's get this team together because I think this team can seriously make a Super Bowl push this year. But you're going to need all hands on deck. You're going to need Terry McLaurin, obviously, with this. So, and folks, I will leave you with this. Do not fall for any of these parody accounts on X telling you that Terry McLaurin's been signed. I saw one yesterday, and at first, I just kind of glanced at it, and I was like, oh, nice. They've extended him. Wow, that was easy. A day after he was missing from camp. And then I went back and I was like, why is nobody really talking about this? I was like, something's weird. I was like, came from Adam Schefter. Well, no, it didn't. It came from a parody account. So it wasn't Adam Schefter. It was Adam Scheffler. When I looked at it, I was like, this is a little, definitely try to mislead folks on that. I almost fell for it. I almost went straight to YouTube and was going to be one of the first ones to report Terry McLaurin's extension and talk about it and realized, it was fake. And then, of course, there was another account, wasn't a parody account, but it was a fan account who had put something about we should be hearing about a Terry McLaurin extension pretty soon of like $80 million. No sources, no links to anything, real or anything like that. So just be careful with what you read on social media. Look over it with a fine-tooth comb before you believe it. That's all I got to say. I will see you in the next one, folks. If you enjoy this channel, please make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any other video releases. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you smash that like button and leave us a comment. Let us know how we did. And with that said, I will see you in the next.